Alrighty, so we got the grow room situated. There's the carrots we just planted. There's a carrot I transplanted the other day. Tomato. I wasn't going to put tomatoes and carrots in the same one, but I put a tomato in this one and put a green pepper in that one just because I wanted to see if they would actually establish and grow to maturity in a bucket. So then you can put it outside, bring it inside, whatever. I just want to see if they grow totally, then I don't have to put them in the ground. That's a potato back there in a little 3-gallon wastebasket. And then the carrots I just put in. So I might shuffle these around a little bit so I can fit the carrots inside, but I've got these blueberry and raspberry bushes that are in pop bottles, 2-liter pop bottles. So I don't really want to take those out, so I'm not sure how I'm going to fit these carrots in there. I'll figure that out. We'll get the 5 in there and then maybe we'll line it with the bushes or something. I haven't figured it out yet. But we put the regular, just standard white racks, 3 feet by 18 inches. It was 2 racks that stood the full 6 feet or whatever they were. And if you break one in half, you break 2 of them in half, then that leaves you the top half of both of them that you can build then another 4 shelf. And I do actually have 1 extra set of legs then. So if I really wanted to raise this whole thing to the ceiling, I could put 4 legs on it. But I'm keeping stuff on it and whatever, and I'm just kind of worried how stable, how rocky it might be if you put just the legs on it. Sure, it'd raise it up, but I'm not sure how stable it'd be. So for now, that's fine. If I really, really, really need another shelf, I can always raise it. But the main thing was to get the table for the veggies. And got a couple shelves, some extra dirt, germinating mat, water, fertilizers, more shelves, so just stuff, just pieces, parts. But here we've got our 10 zucchinis. And then we've got, technically we have 9, but this one was in the bucket and I don't know, it's not looking so good. It'll probably be okay, but I think it's going to be stunted because it was in the peat box in the bucket. Then I transplanted it. I swapped them out. So I took one that wasn't in a peat box and I put that in the bucket. Just because these water from the bottom, you put water in the little bowls, and then the rope that hangs out the bottom. See the rope in the bottom? That's sitting on a bowl of water right now, so the rope just wicks up the moisture. And they feed from the bottom, so we're going to see how that works. It's worked for me in the past. I grew a couple plants in those waste baskets sitting on a little frame with a little trough of water under them, and it worked great. It worked great. So anyway, these are all going to go outside, but it's not quite warm enough yet to put them outside, so I put everything in 24-ounce clear Kool-Aid cups. You look at the root development. That's what I like about clear Kool-Aid cups. This is leaf lettuce. And then you can kind of keep an eye on the roots to see how well established they're getting, whether it's becoming root bound or not. You know, when this really gets full and it doesn't look like it's really got any room to go, then it needs to go to a bigger pot. I'm hoping these last until I can put them outside this summer. I'd also like to leave 1 or 2 out just to see if they'll grow to full in this cup. And then you could almost grow leaf lettuce anywhere. You could just grow it in a window. And tomatoes. Actually, all 10 of these are tomatoes. And then I got 7 beets. Obviously the beets aren't going to be able to stay in cups because they grow in the dirt. So these are going to have to go outside, but I'm hoping these big 24-ounce cups last until they have to go outside. So they got to go a month. We're only mid-March, and I can't really put them out, until technically till later, mid to late May, just to avoid the frost. So I haven't even really counted these out, but 10 zucchinis. We've got 10 green peppers up. And then we got another, an easy dozen these have all germinated, but they're not all sprouted yet. These just sprouted and I put them in bigger cups. So we're gonna have 20 some green peppers. And if these carrots work, because it's deep enough to grow the whole carrot, and the potatoes work in the little 3-gallon waste baskets, I'm gonna put the beets in buckets too. So the whole point of this is the plants that will take and come to maturity and bear fruit or vegetables in a bucket, you can grow year round. So you can grow them in the wintertime. And I don't doubt any of these will grow indoors. I could grow all of these throughout the winter. No problem. Zucchini I'm not so sure about, because don't they grow on top of the ground, like a cucumber or a squash or something? Obviously these are going to have to go on the ground because I don't have the surface space or footprint to be growing zucchini. I don't really like zucchini anyway, but I had the seeds, so how hungry are you? So it's all pretty standard. You got your grow tent, standard grow tent. It's a 2x3, I think, if I remember right. You should be able to fit 6 buckets in there. 2 lights in there. And then you can actually double tray these. I have a tray that goes on this, and then a little wall. This thing, as a matter of fact, is a wall that you hang in the center, so you can have one side lights on and off, switching on and off, and the other ones you can leave the lights on full time for germination. So you germinate up here, and then you grow the seedlings down here, and then when they come to maturity, if they're photo period, whatever it's called, need light and dark, you can do that in a separate room over here. Zip the whole thing shut. And then our shelf of seedlings. So anyway, I didn't mean to drag that on any more than necessary, but being I got it all tweaked, I just kind of wanted to show you what it looks like. Turned out awesome. I'm happy with it. So alright, man. Grow them while you can. I'm telling you.